From unsettling Bigfoot sightings on trails, the heart-stopping sight of a white Bigfoot stalking you, and even footage of a curious alien. If you're intrigued by the world of the unexplained, you're in for an extraordinary adventure as we explore each mysterious capture.
Help me! Help! Help!
This video, originating from Facebook, was captured by a group of friends who share a passion for exploring caves. The footage unfolds with a view of a cave, illuminated by the glow of flashlights guiding the way. Suddenly, someone or something passes by the distant beams of light of the explorers. In response, they hasten toward the figure, only to find it vanished mysteriously. Despite thorough searching, no one is found in the vicinity. The creature, resembling a humanoid figure with considerable height, prompts thoughts of Bigfoot. However, the idea that Bigfoot resides deep within caves seems unlikely. Adding to the intrigue, the uploader mentions in the description that the cave was originally sealed with branches and stones, and they had to open it for exploration. This revelation raises the possibility that the cave might serve as a dwelling for the mysterious creature, with the explorers unwittingly becoming uninvited guests in its home. This video, originating from South America, captures a truly unusual encounter. The footage focuses on a bush violently shaking, suggesting the presence of a creature causing the disturbance. The onlookers, visibly frightened, react by shouting at the hidden creature. Suddenly, the creature emerges from behind the bush, swiftly moving into another thicket. The strange appearance of the creature intensifies the fear among the onlookers, prompting them to start running. One person even stumbles in their haste to retreat. This enigmatic creature resembles a strange, elongated dog, with long fur covering its body. Its strange gait adds to the unsettling nature of the encounter. Although the exact identity of this creature remains unknown, its presence is undeniably terrifying, leaving those who witnessed it in a state of shock and fear. This video seems like it's straight out of a nightmare, and I must caution you that it can be genuinely frightening. If you're sensitive to scary content, it might be best to skip. The footage, recorded by a group of hikers at night, reveals a dark and eerie view of the woods with low light. The hiker holding the camera sounds genuinely scared and terrified of something lurking in the darkness.
I'm not getting near that. I'm not getting near that.
In the distance, a humanoid cryptid comes into view. This cryptid is entirely white and possesses humanoid features, but with strange body proportions, including long legs and a hunched back. As the hiker cautiously moves closer, the cryptid releases a terrifying growl as a warning.
Is it still there?
Soon after, the cryptid fully reveals itself and begins chasing the hiker. Witnessing this, the hiker runs for his life, with the spine-chilling growls of the cryptid echoing in the background. It's confusing to me why some people choose to investigate the source of eerie sounds in the forest. If I were there and heard such a terrifying growl, my instinct would be to bolt away from the scene as quickly as possible. If you happen to have a warehouse, it's a good idea to visit it regularly, maybe once or twice a month, because you never know what could be lurking inside. In a video, the owner of a warehouse decides to check on it after receiving complaints from neighbors about loud banging noises at night. Accompanied by a friend, they are met with a terrifying and loud growl as they enter. The unsettling sound sends shivers down their spines, prompting them to pan the camera in search of the source. Suddenly, the mysterious creature behind the growl reveals itself. A creepy cryptid head. Faced with this eerie sight, both the owner and his friend hastily make their escape to ensure their safety. This hair-raising encounter emphasizes the importance of security measures. It might be high time for the owner to consider installing security cameras and lights in the warehouse to monitor and deter any potential intruders or mysterious creatures. Imagine being a hiker and the worst scenario unfolds, getting lost in a Canadian forest as night falls. In this video, a hiker experiences just that. As he loses his way, he begins to hear strange noises emanating from the surrounding woods. Attempting to find an exit, he ventures through the darkness, growing genuinely scared.
I don't know where the chased me off.
After navigating for a while, the hiker comes across a tall humanoid figure standing there, staring directly at him. This tall figure is completely pale white, devoid of any discernible facial or body features. It stands impressively tall with long, slender legs. Interestingly, a few seconds before the figure appears, there are glowing eyes in the darkness, although the hiker seems oblivious to them. Whatever this creature is, it certainly doesn't exude a friendly presence. If there's a rumored abandoned building in your neighborhood, it's best to avoid visiting it at night, as there might be something waiting for you. In a video recorded by an alien enthusiast, we see him exploring such a building. The structure appears quite old, and the explorer uses his flashlight to get a better look. To his surprise, when he shines the light on the second-floor window, a head pops out from behind the curtains and quickly disappears.
Yo. Is that?
Rather than being scared, the man seems unfazed and decides to walk towards the building to explore it further. Watching this video, it leaves me puzzled about the man's mindset. Is he brave, or perhaps a bit reckless, walking straight into a building where he witnessed a spooky head peeking out from the windows? Numerous internet videos showcase sightings of Bigfoot, typically depicting a tall humanoid figure covered in black fur. But have you ever come across a sighting of a white Bigfoot? This particular video shows an individual venturing into a forest at night, for unknown reasons. While exploring with a flashlight, they unexpectedly encounter a creature resembling a white Bigfoot. Upon the illumination of the flashlight, the creature, resembling a white Bigfoot, swiftly runs away, disappearing into the depths of the forest. The facial features of this white Bigfoot closely resemble those of the traditional Bigfoot sightings. However, the authenticity of the video is uncertain, as the sighting is brief and the entire body of the creature isn't visible, making it challenging to determine if it's genuine or potentially a staged encounter. What are your thoughts on this intriguing video? This video comes from a construction worker who was documenting the progress of a building. While recording the interior, he notices something unusual lurking behind a cement bag. Startled, the worker quickly flees, and the video abruptly ends. By slowing down the footage and freezing the frame at the moment of the sighting, a strange creature comes into focus, resembling an alien owl. This extraterrestrial owl possesses an alien-like nose and head shape. The creature's eerie gaze, fixed directly at the camera, sends shivers down the spine. What makes it even more perplexing is that it doesn't resemble any known animal or creature we're familiar with. To the observer, it appears as if this entity is an alien, perhaps curious about the construction activities taking place on Earth. This chilling video, captured in South America, reveals something deeply unsettling in the dead of night. The footage portrays a street view, and in the distance, a figure resembling a person is spotted, hunched over and on all fours. This contorted human-like cryptid remains eerily motionless. The person behind the camera reacts with genuine fear and distress, their voice trembling as they express their emotions.
¿Pero qué hace? Ay, madre, no. Está muy encerrado.
The creature's terrifying appearance raises unsettling thoughts, imagining it potentially sprinting towards the person filming. While a logical explanation could be a person under the influence of alcohol or substances, engaging in unusual behavior, the way this figure is hunched over seems remarkably challenging for a human to replicate. The video leaves lingering questions about the nature of the mysterious presence, adding an extra layer of fear and uncertainty to the already unsettling scene. Security cameras are installed to ensure our safety, but occasionally they capture unsettling moments within the confines of our homes. In one such instance, footage from a home security camera reveals an enigmatic figure wandering around the driveway. This mysterious being appears humanoid, with a hunched posture and an entirely white body. It seems to be on a quest, scanning the property as if in search of something. The creature's movements evoke an eerie feeling, and its lack of discernible facial features adds to the uncanny nature. While there's a possibility that it might be a cleverly disguised burglar attempting to evade detection, the distinct possibility of it being a genuine cryptid cannot be dismissed. Have you ever had that eerie feeling like someone's watching you when you're alone? Well, if you have, brace yourself because this video is going to send shivers down your spine. It was captured by a homeowner who was peacefully sleeping one night when he heard a strange noise at his window, and what he caught on camera is truly chilling. In the video, you can clearly see a massive gorilla-like figure lurking outside the window. Its presence is enough to send a shiver down your spine. Some folks who've seen this footage speculate that it might be Bigfoot, but the evidence isn't crystal clear. It could also be a person dressed up in a gorilla suit, but there's something about those eyes that looks all too real for comfort. What are your thoughts on this unsettling visitor? Security cameras are meant to keep homes safe, but sometimes they capture unusual and odd moments. One homeowner recorded such an incident on their security camera. In the video, there's a very skinny and naked man behaving strangely, almost like he's possessed by a spirit. It's possible he could be someone struggling with drug addiction and under the influence. Whatever the cause of his behavior, it's clear that he needs help for his mental well-being. However, for the homeowner, seeing someone act so strangely on their doorstep was a scary and strange experience. This video was shared on TikTok by a user named Ben Trolley. In the video, the uploader claims to have captured a strange creature he believes is a rake stalking him. The video starts with a cameraman recording something in the bushes near a forest. In those bushes, we can see a pair of eyes lurking. These eyes are accompanied by a humanoid figure's outline, and it appears to have a naked body. All these characteristics seem to match the description of what people call a rake. This mysterious figure just stands there, watching the person recording, and their intentions are unclear. It's uncertain whether this creature is simply lurking and following the person, or if it has more sinister and harmful intentions. This video was taken at a construction site by a night shift worker, and it shows something very strange and eerie. In the video, there's a wheelbarrow, and right next to it we can see something moving in a really creepy and unusual way. This figure looks kind of like a human, but moves in a very peculiar manner. This mysterious creature appears to have a white body with a head shape resembling that of a yeti, and it seems to be covered in white fur. It moves slowly, as if it's being cautious or searching for something. What do you think about this unusual creature? Getting chased or followed by something is already quite scary, but being silently watched by an unknown entity is a different kind of frightening experience. In this video, a homeowner recorded what happened when he heard strange noises coming from his backyard. He decided to start filming, and in the video, we can see a forest in the distance, with it being nighttime. Suddenly, a figure moves swiftly within the woods. Based on its shape, it appears to be a humanoid creature, possibly a rake or a Nightcrawler. It might be a good idea for the homeowner to consider changing his home or installing a fence in his backyard if he wants to keep this mysterious entity at bay. This video comes from Mexico and was recorded by a home security camera installed on a street. In the video, we can see a lady who looks really scared. She's running away from something and keeps looking back. She's holding a flashlight in her hand and is shouting for help as she runs.
Hey! Look out! Look out!
After running for a while, she stops and checks behind her to see if whatever was chasing her is gone. But she gets frightened because that thing is still there. So what is she running from? If we pay close attention from where the woman enters the street, we can see a smoky figure forming. This smoky figure tries to follow the lady, but then stops right before the well-lit area. This figure seems to take on a shape like a person. Even the cats and dogs in the area are scared by this thing, and you can hear them barking and see a cat running away. Horses are known for their strength, but even they can get scared by unknown creatures we've never seen before. In this video, we're in a horse barn where the horses are peacefully hanging out. Suddenly, something agile and strange appears inside the barn. This mysterious figure swiftly approaches one of the horses. The presence of this unsettling creature terrifies all the horses in the barn, making them anxious. They start acting nervously, and then they all begin to run. They try to jump over the fence as if they're running for their lives. One horse manages to leap over the fence successfully, but the second horse crashes through it and falls. We may not know exactly what this creature was, but one thing is for sure, it wasn't a pleasant sight. This video was shared on a TikTok account by a user named HardToGhetto. It's a security camera recording where we see a student closing his dorm room. While the student is trying to shut the door, something unusual happens. At the far end of the hallway, a small figure suddenly appears. This figure looks like a child or a small person, but it's completely black. It appears to have no head, just a long, stretched neck. The figure takes a few steps and then disappears into thin air. The student notices it from the corner of his eye, but he thinks it might be his imagination and goes about his usual day. This was a very creepy experience, and I imagine the whole student hostel must be quite uneasy after watching this security camera footage. Family late-night road trips are usually peaceful and memorable, but sometimes they can turn into a nightmare. In this particular instance, a family was on a long drive, passing through a forest road when something strange caught their attention. The mom started recording the trees, and as she recorded, a dark and shadowy figure peeked out from behind one of the trees. This figure was entirely black and seemed to be peering at the family in the car. After it peeked out 2 times, the family quickly drove away and didn't look back. It was a truly scary experience, especially considering that there were kids in the car who must have been really frightened by what they saw. This video comes from the Philippines and was captured by a home security camera. In the video, we can see a person walking by while carrying something in their hand. However, there's something really unusual about this figure. It appears to have no head. When we zoom in on the video, it becomes clear that this person is indeed headless, yet they are walking casually as if nothing is wrong. This is quite strange, especially considering that it happened in a densely populated neighborhood. Many other local residents claim to have seen this headless figure, and they believe it's the ghost of a headless being that wanders the streets. Some folks think it could be a stage stunt or fake, but the way this person walks so nonchalantly makes us wonder if there might be something more to this eerie sight. We've only explored a small part of the oceans, about 5%, and within that tiny portion, we've discovered millions of different aquatic species. But have you ever wondered about the remaining 95% of the sea? In this video from the Yangtze River in China, we can see a long, gigantic creature that looks somewhat like an eel swimming in the water. The front part of this creature is partly underwater, and its tail sticks out. It's really huge, and you can tell it's powerful by how it displaces water as it moves. Some people who have seen this video believe it might be the Loch Ness Monster, although it's a bit smaller than what we usually associate with the Loch Ness Monster. Whatever it is, it's definitely an unknown river creature that's captured our curiosity. For people who love exploring caves, it's a passion, but for those like me, it can be quite scary. This video, recorded by a cave explorer, really adds to the fear. In the video, the cave is pitch black, and the only source of light is the explorer's flashlight. As the cave explorer shines their light ahead to find their way, they suddenly spot a creature standing there. Once this creature realizes it's been spotted, it quickly runs deeper into the cave. Some people who have seen this video believe these creatures might be Tommyknockers. Tommyknockers are mythical beings known as cave goblins, and miners used to believe they would knock on the cave walls to warn miners of impending danger. This video was captured by a road camera, and it shows something really unsettling. In the video, we get a view of a road, and after a while, a strange figure appears from the left side of the frame. At first glance, this figure looks small, almost like a toddler, but its movements are quite unusual. This figure walks in the middle of the road, even though it's nighttime. It moves back and forth, and suddenly it starts flying. After flying for a bit, it lands and continues walking around on the road before eventually disappearing. It's hard to be certain about the appearance of this figure because it was quite far from the camera, but one thing is for sure, it didn't look like any creature we're familiar with. This video was posted on Reddit by a user who claimed to have captured a sighting of a Nightcrawler in his backyard. In the video, we can see the person holding a flashlight, trying to find something or someone in the forest behind their home. They shine the flashlight on nearby trees and scan the area, but then they hear a growling noise that sounds like a cat. This sudden cat-like growl startles the person, and they quickly shine their flashlight on a tree in the distance. Behind that tree, they spot someone peeking out. This mysterious creature emits another eerie growl, which genuinely frightens the person, causing them to run away. Upon closer inspection, this creature appeared to be a skinny humanoid with a naked body, resembling the description of a Nightcrawler. This man was out with his dog when suddenly, his dog started barking toward the woods ahead. The man then noticed a huge and tall figure walking through the woods and decided to start recording. As he recorded, his dog continued barking at this dark furred entity. But the figure just kept on walking, seemingly ignoring the bark. This creature strongly resembled Bigfoot because of its towering height. You can compare its size to the trees in the area, and it looked to be around 9 to 10 feet tall. Additionally, its posture while walking appeared quite human-like, and it had long arms. As for what this creature really was, it's hard to say definitively. Some might believe it was Bigfoot, while others may have different theories. It certainly remains a mysterious and intriguing sighting. This video was recorded by a truck's camera, and it captures a very strange experience on a remote road. In the video, the truck is traveling along a desolate road, when suddenly, a figure starts forming at the side of the road. As this figure takes shape, it becomes more like a proper human-like shape, and once it solidifies, it starts running and crosses the road. This figure is white and ghostly, almost like a spirit, and it crosses the road incredibly fast without any concern for the approaching truck. Initially, the truck driver thought they had a close call with hitting a person, but when they got out of the truck to check, there was no one there. The world can be quite strange at times, and occasionally we witness things that seem like glitches in the Matrix. In this video, we see a view of the sky with something very unusual happening. There's a bright and shiny orb in the sky that resembles plasma, and it's emitting a brilliant light. After a while, this orb produces luminous rings and sends them flying around, almost like something you'd see in a science fiction movie set in space. While one possible explanation for this occurrence could be malfunctioning electrical lines creating these plasma-like fields, it's challenging to explain the smoke or vapor emitting from them. This video is from India, where a group of friends came across a very strange creature while driving home. Right from the start, we can see a strange creature on the road ahead. This creature looks quite frightening, and its gaze is fixed directly on the camera. Its eyes shine as the camera's flash hits them, and its face seems to have a beard, but it has no hair on its head. What's really unsettling is that it's on all fours, yet it appears to be bent backward like a human. It's possible that these guys recording the video are doing a prank, but the fear in their voices seems very real to me. As the creature starts moving towards them, the camera person quickly runs away from the scene. Could it be a prank? Or was it truly a terrifying being captured on camera? I don't understand why adventure enthusiasts enjoy exploring forests late at night. This video is from such adventure seekers who are exploring a forest with flashlights. While they search for something interesting at night, they come across an abandoned sewage hole up ahead. They shine their flashlights towards the hole, revealing something strange and creepy in the distance. Hunched over in front of the metal blockage, this odd creature moves slowly, and after spotting the camera, it attempts to walk towards it. Adding to the mystery, there's a black cat just sitting and observing this creature's actions. When we get a close-up view of the creature, it appears to have a humanoid body shape, but its appearance is quite unusual. Seeing this strange being approach them, the explorers quickly flee from the scene. The creature's slow movements make it resemble a cryptid zombie. However, whatever it is, I'm truly impressed by the bravery of that cat. This next video involves a place we would expect to be haunted, a castle. Every castle has its own dark story, and maybe this too, one which lives to this day. This is a drone footage of an English castle, and at first it appears to be a normal recording of a castle, but things get weird the more and closer you look. As seen in the video, a translucent figure seems to be walking in the cabin camera fault, as we clearly see its shape and form. which resembles a human ghost. Castles are known to be a breeding ground for hauntings due to their frequently bloody past, so a sight like this is no wonder. Could this be evidence that we leave together with ghosts in the same space, but we just can't notice? And what could their intentions be? Share your thoughts in the comments section below. Prepare to be terrified by this eerie video that defies explanation. A beekeeper was checking on his bees when spotted a perplexing sight. A goat-like creature emerges slowly from dense vegetation. The physique of this animal is peculiar as it has strange curled horns. As he looks closer, the observer is struck by a chilling realization. This is no ordinary animal and is not probably a goat. Every quiver of its head, every slight change of its body contributes to the unsettling mood. This could probably be some kind of prank, or eerily, maybe a creature of the unknown. In this video, a man is recording a bright light in the night sky, but it's not just the light. Around it, in the shape of a triangle, 3 lights seem to turn on and off periodically, as if following a pattern. Even due to the darkness, the lights can be seen in the sky. It seems to be something suspended in the air. Could this maybe be a UFO? It's interesting to note that there have been numerous reports of sightings in recent years. In fact, a new declassified US government report on UFO sightings has revealed hundreds of new cases. The US National Intelligence Office is now aware of 510 reported sightings. While many of these sightings can be attributed to human origins, more than 100 of the encounters remain unexplained. Could this one be yet another one that needs our attention? A video taken by a Mexican woman in an unnamed cemetery in Brazil has gone viral, featuring a terrifying vampire baby doll that appears to follow you with its eyes. The doll, which is dressed in all white and had a bottle of what looks like blood next to it, has racked up hundreds of thousands of views online and has even appeared in Mexican media. People are likening it to the demon doll Chucky from Child's Play, but many feel that this doll is even scarier. Some are saying that the doll must be possessed by the devil, while others believe it to be an advanced-made doll. However, the video is so unnerving that many viewers are left unsure of what to believe. One thing is for sure, this creepy vampire doll has captured the attention of people all over the world. This guy was exploring an abandoned building at night when he has a very scary encounter. As he was approaching one room, he became hesitant for a moment before opening the door. The doors creaked open, revealing a small, cramped space. In the corner, huddled and naked, was a creature that looked like a man. Its appearance was just wild, and its skin was pale and clammy. He turned and ran, his heart pounding in his chest. To me, I think this could be the infamous Skinwalker that always appears rather naked. Could it have also been some person in distress, needing assistance? What do you think? We've heard of many Bigfoot sightings with towering figures, but have you ever seen something as tall as a house? This video comes from Finland, and it shows a view of a house's front yard. Suddenly, a massive skeleton-like figure passes through the frame. This creature or figure is incredibly huge, and most of its body seems to be made up of its long legs. It's also slightly bent over and moving quite quickly. This towering figure is climbing up the slope in front of the house. What exactly was this enormous figure? What were its intentions? And why was it going up the hill? There are so many questions surrounding this mysterious sighting. This video is from India, and it shows a busy road. At first glance, everything seems normal as cars pass by. However, if you look closely at the end of the road, you'll spot an unknown creature lurking there. This creature can only be seen when a car passes by and shines its headlights on it. The creature has a humanoid body shape, but it appears very skinny, almost like a rake. The way it lurks there and watches the passing cars can be quite unsettling. Locals in the area have reported seeing this creature around their crops and farms. There have even been stories of it attacking their livestock at night. As for what this creature might be, some speculate it could be a skinwalker or perhaps a rake. It certainly remains a mysterious and eerie presence. This video was captured on a GoPro camera mounted on a four-wheeler as it traveled along a trail. In the footage, we can see the four-wheeler racing along the path before suddenly coming to a halt. The rider stops because they notice a dark, massive figure crossing the trail at some distance ahead. This strange figure, even at that considerable distance, appears quite huge. It is covered in thick black fur and exhibits a walking posture that resembles that of a human. While some might speculate that it could be an ape or gorilla, such creatures typically do not inhabit this type of environment. Therefore, the most plausible possibility is that this figure could indeed be the legendary Bigfoot. This video originates from Montana and showcases a wolf-like creature, but there are eerie and unusual aspects to its appearance. While it certainly resembles a wolf in some ways, there are distinct differences in its facial features and body structure. What sets this creature apart is its front legs, which are bent in a manner similar to that of a monkey, and its hind legs, which also deviate from the typical wolf anatomy. This peculiar combination has led some viewers to speculate that it might be a werewolf, as such mythical beings often possess these unique body features. Moreover, the creature's facial expression appears both creepy and aggressively predatory, underscoring the sense of unease it evokes. Regardless of its true identity, encountering such a creature on a trail or in the forest would undoubtedly be an unnerving experience. Security cameras are installed to provide us with a sense of safety and surveillance, but at times they capture events that send shivers down our spines. This particular video is from Indonesia, where a car is parked in front of a complex. After a few moments, something truly bizarre occurs. A greenish smoke materializes seemingly out of thin air, shaping itself into a humanoid figure, and then swiftly disappears. The greenish hue of this mysterious smoke gives it an eerie quality, and its transformation into the form of a human girl suggests that it might be a ghost or spirit. What makes this encounter even stranger is that after its passage, the entire atmosphere takes on a greenish tinge, almost as if the ghostly spirit interacted with the surrounding light or became visible near the installed light bulb. What are your thoughts on this mysterious phenomenon? Encounters with unsettling or unknown entities can be incredibly eerie, but what's even more disconcerting is the feeling of being stalked by something you can't identify. In this particular case, a trail camera was set up in a forest to monitor the fox population. The footage begins with the appearance of a fox, which seems notably anxious and frightened by something in its surroundings. The fox cautiously approaches a tree and spends some time scanning its environment. The movement of the fox's ears indicates that it is on high alert, clearly sensing the presence of an imminent threat. After a few seconds, upon closer examination, something chilling becomes apparent in the background. A pair of eyes. These eyes were stealthy, watching the fox throughout the duration of the video, likely the very entity that had the fox so alarmed and seeking cover. What adds to the creepiness of these eyes is their height, suggesting that the creature they belong to is exceptionally large. What are your thoughts on what this stalking entity might be. In this video, we're confronted with a peculiar sight, a mysterious creature perched atop a tree without any visible means of support. This enigmatic being displays an impressive sense of balance, maintaining its stance with ease, almost as if it were a common occurrence. Its form appears humanoid, yet it's challenging to accept that it could be a human, given how effortlessly it stands on that tree in the heart of the forest. The local resident who captured this video shared their belief that this creature is the fabled forest witch, a figure they claim to have glimpsed on various trees on multiple occasions. According to their accounts, this witch materializes briefly on a random tree and then mysteriously vanishes. The scene is undeniably eerie, leaving us to contemplate the existence of such mysterious entities in the world. This video captures a moment from a hiking adventure in the Acadian Canadian forest involving two friends. As they ventured through the forest, their attention was drawn to rustling noises emanating from some nearby bushes.
Where the hell did that thing go? I had to be scared, dude. What the f is that thing? Do you see it? Mm-hmm. I hear the bushes moving. What the hell is that thing, man?
They quickly decided to record what was causing this commotion. In the video, we can see a black figure emerging from the bushes and crossing a field at some distance. This figure appears to be strolling casually, seemingly unaware of the hikers recording it. What's particularly striking is its immense size, standing somewhere between 7 to 9 feet tall, with a body shape resembling that of a human. Its gait and the way it navigates through the bushes closely resemble human movement. Confused and uncertain about what they were witnessing, one of the hikers speculates that it might be a bear. However, upon closer examination, it becomes evident that this figure is definitely not a bear. In fact, it bears a resemblance to what many people commonly refer to as Bigfoot. This chilling video was captured by a security camera and presents a truly eerie scene. In the footage, we observe two mysterious figures standing just outside a gate, bathed in the headlights of a truck. As the owner of the truck approaches, presumably to enter the vehicle, he notices the presence of these two figures and signals for them to move aside. Strangely, the figures remain stationary and do not respond to his gestures. Confused, the owner pauses for a moment, attempting to discern whether his eyes are playing tricks on him. After this brief moment of scrutiny, he proceeds to sit inside his truck and turns on the bright headlights, expecting the figures to react or move. However, to his surprise, when the headlights pierce through the darkness, the area near the gate appears empty, with no trace of the two figures that were clearly visible just moments ago. This unsettling incident raises questions about the nature of these enigmatic figures and their sudden disappearance. This video, posted on the Creepy Captures subreddit, is not for the faint of heart, especially if you have arachnophobia. The uploader claims to have captured footage of a gigantic spider-like creature in his garage floor. As the video unfolds, we can see a recessed area within the floor, and inside it lies a truly eerie tarantula-like creature. This tarantula is notably large, featuring its signature spindly legs and a substantial body, all quite reminiscent of a typical tarantula. The camera person then cautiously employs a wooden object to prod the creature and determine if it's still alive. To their surprise, the tarantula moves in response to the prodding. What makes this encounter particularly strange is the coloration of the tarantula. While some species of tarantulas, like the pink-toe tarantula, exhibit an entirely pink body, this specimen is different. Its legs are distinctly dark black, which contrasts sharply with its otherwise pink-hued body. This unique coloration raises intriguing questions about the specific species or variety of this tarantula. This video is undeniably spooky, and it sent shivers down my spine when I watched it at night. The footage was uploaded to Facebook by a homeowner who claimed to have heard peculiar footsteps on their roof. In an attempt to investigate, they captured something truly unsettling. As the video unfolds, we see the homeowner using a flashlight to illuminate the source of the mysterious rooftop sounds. Suddenly, they spot a head peering from the rooftop's edge. Upon zooming in, the features of this head become more apparent. It has a distinctly humanoid appearance with two clearly visible eyes. Moreover, the head displays a shockingly pale pinkish skin tone, and there is evidence of white hair. The video cuts off at this point, leaving us with this eerie image of the head lurking on the roof. This encounter is indeed hair-raising, and one can't help but sympathize with the homeowner's dilemma, whether to confront and eliminate this enigmatic presence or simply vacate the premises altogether. This unsettling video was shared on a TikTok account named PeachAssassin99 by a concerned lady. In the video, she recounts a rather peculiar experience with her landlord. According to her, the landlord sent her pictures showcasing the new windows recently installed in their house. However, upon receiving and closely inspecting the images, she made a spine-chilling discovery. As she zoomed in on the left window situated near the chimney, she noticed a doll positioned behind it. The alarming part was that she claimed not to own any dolls herself, and there was no such doll in her possession when she had last checked. To add to her fear, visible scratches were apparent on the windowsill. In an attempt to reassure herself, she revisited the same spot, yet there was no trace of the doll. This bizarre occurrence left her deeply disturbed, especially considering her strong aversion to dolls. Many viewers of her video suggested that perhaps it was time for her to start looking for another place to live, as it seemed her current house might now belong to someone or something else entirely. This video was recorded by an oil field worker who believes he may have captured footage of the elusive Bigfoot while on the job. In the video, filmed from inside a car, we can see a massive figure in the woods ahead. This gigantic creature stands completely still and appears to be covered in dark fur. Interestingly, the driver didn't notice this creature at the time of recording, but upon reviewing the footage later, he made a rather unsettling discovery. This creature stands out significantly due to its immense size when compared to the trees it lurks behind. The big question here is, why is this mighty creature lurking in the woods? What could be its purpose or intention? And most importantly, what exactly is it? Could it be the legendary Bigfoot? In this video, shared on TikTok by the user Gberir, a girl recounts her unsettling experiences while staying at a farmhouse. She explains that she's alone in the house and has been hearing strange and eerie noises coming from various directions. She even claims to have seen a bald man emerging from the farm's pond, which adds to her unease.
Can you stop? Fuck out!
Throughout her explanation, these mysterious noises continue, like someone forcefully banging on wooden surfaces. In an attempt to address the noise, she calls out, and it momentarily ceases. However, the ongoing sounds are taking a toll on her nerves. As she records her story near a television, something chilling occurs. A figure is seen standing behind her in the TV's reflection, sending shivers down her spine.
I don't know. And my reflection's creeping me out. Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. You guys saw that, right? I'm not bugging. Like, here's my reflection.
Later in the video, she records at night and reports another sighting of the bald man near the pond. While recording through a glass window, the reflection of the kitchen doorway reveals the presence of someone passing by, further intensifying her fear. The house appears to be plagued by supernatural occurrences, with ghosts or spirits seemingly determined to both annoy and frighten the girl. Nighttime road trips can be both relaxing and exhilarating, but when taken on desolate roads, things can quickly take an unsettling turn. This particular video captures a group of friends on a late-night drive, thoroughly enjoying the music and the journey. As the camera pans back to capture the road ahead, something unusual catches the eye. A spectral figure is seen running alongside the road, appearing for just a brief moment before dissipating into thin air. This apparition had a humanoid shape, but was smoky and translucent. At that moment, the friends were too engrossed in their enjoyment to notice this eerie presence. However, upon later reviewing the video, they made the chilling discovery. Undoubtedly, this road trip became an unforgettable experience for them. A hiker embarked on a hiking expedition in the local forest, initially mistaking something in the distance for a bear. As he aimed his camera to capture this creature, he soon realized that it wasn't a bear, but rather a massive figure standing at a towering 9 feet tall. A classic Bigfoot sighting. This enormous creature had a substantial, heavy-set body, and it moved leisurely through the forest. At one point, it came to a halt, as if pausing for some unknown purpose, before resuming its steady stride and ultimately disappearing into the dense woods. The hiker's encounter was both fascinating and spine-tingling. In the video, one can clearly hear the hiker's heavy breathing, a testament to the fear and excitement coursing through him. Nevertheless, this experience provided him with an incredible camping trip story, complete with concrete evidence to share with others. Videos like this can certainly give anyone pause before venturing into the woods again. In this particular video, a tall, ominous figure stands before us, partially concealed by tree branches. The most unsettling aspect of this figure is undoubtedly its face. Its face appears monstrously eerie, with a completely black visage, large sunken eyes, and a small nose. While this creature seems to be in a state of repose, it's as though its gaze pierces directly into the camera, and by extension, into the very soul of the viewer. Beyond its terrifying facial features, its massive and imposing physique only adds to the disquieting nature of the scene. Identifying this creature remains a mystery, but it seems like a mixture of the legendary Bigfoot and other eerie forest-dwelling entities. What do you believe this enigmatic creature could be? The most unsettling experiences often arise from encounters with the unknown, which defy our comprehension. This video, originating from Russia, captures an enigmatic creature sprinting in the distance. Upon initial observation, it may appear to be a human running. However, upon closer inspection, its posture and movements deviate slightly from those of a typical human. What makes this sighting even more confusing is that, after taking a few steps, this entity abruptly disappears into thin air, vanishing in the blink of an eye. Its eyes emit an eerie glowing light, and there's a brief, luminous trail left ahead. As it dashes away, this creature is an enigma, possessing a humanoid form, extraordinary luminous abilities, and an uncanny ability to vanish like a spirit. This video is sourced from a security camera and the homeowner is reviewing it due to a recent robbery in which his bag was stolen from his car. As we watch the video, we observe a house situated across the street. Suddenly, a bright light materializes in front of the main door of the neighboring house. After some time, a shadowy figure emerges on the sidewalk across the street, and then we see a person coming from the right side of the frame. This person proceeds to the car, discovers a bag inside, and then swiftly begins to run away with it. However, as the thief starts his escape, the enigmatic shadowy figure from across the street leaps into action, chasing after the criminal. It's as though this spectral hero had been waiting for the thief and decided to take matters into their own ethereal hands. If only every ghost could transform into such vigilant protectors, there might be no more burglaries or robberies. Some people believe in the existence of aliens, and after watching this video, I'm starting to wonder the same. In this recording made by a forest ranger, we can see what appears to be an alien-like head peering out from behind a tree. This head is quite small and seems to possess a blend of alien and human characteristics. Initially, the ranger dismissed it, thinking it was a trick of the light or his imagination playing tricks on him. However, as time passed, this mysterious creature moved its head slightly, convincing the ranger that it was not something familiar or easily explainable. This sighting left the forest ranger feeling either genuinely frightened or simply curious about the unusual being he had encountered, prompting him to quickly leave the forest. Getting a close-up view of an unknown creature is a rare occurrence, but thanks to a Reddit user, we now have a remarkable close-up glimpse of these enormous beings. In a video captured by a hiker, we can clearly observe a massive creature walking in front of the hiker by the trees. This creature possesses extraordinarily long arms and legs. It appears to use its hands to touch the ground and assist in its movement. What's particularly fascinating is the unusual shape of its hands, unlike anything seen in known creatures. Moreover, the creature's towering height and large body suggest that it might be around 9 to 10 feet tall. Many speculate that this could be a new species of Bigfoot. What are your thoughts on this intriguing discovery? This video comes from Spain, depicting a desolate location. In the distance, there's a hunched figure that initially appears to be a naked human. However, the way this figure is hunched over is truly unsettling. As the camera person continues to record and speak, the hunched figure seems to hear them. It suddenly stands up and begins chasing the camera person, who starts running, and the video ends. Some viewers of this video speculate that this might be the Rake, as its naked appearance and hunched back align with the descriptions of the Rake. Another possibility is that it could be an individual struggling with drug addiction, exhibiting erratic behavior. Regardless of its identity, it was undoubtedly a frightening and disturbing encounter. For more captivating content like this, simply click here. Thank you for tuning in.